everybody, and welcome back to the Blu-ray Hunter. I'm the Blu-ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and I'm here to just do my Blu-ray Hunter reviews for you guys. And on this one, we're going to be talking about Sherlock Holmes: The Adventure, not adventures, but adventure of Sherlock Holmes' smarter brother. I always thought it was younger, smarter brother or something, but I mean, he is younger, but it's just smarter. Um, so let me let you guys know I'm a huge Young Frankenstein fan. I love that movie to death. I think that movie is hilarious. It is so funny. You can watch it straight like through like so many freaking times. It's not a comfort movie for me, and it's not by far my favorite Mel Brooks movie. My favorite would be like Spaceballs, but it's up there as like the top five, probably maybe even three. Um And this was not a Mel Brooks film. This was a Gene Wilder film. Apparently, it was suggested that a producer suggested, why don't you spoof Sherlock Holmes? And he thought that would be a bad idea because he's so iconic. And then he thought, well, why don't I spoof his younger brother, Siggy, who's kind of jealous of him? And probably one of the best scenes, at least one of the best dialogue scenes, is the line where he said, or I was like Marty Feldman, who's also in Young Frankenstein, and so is Madeline Kahn. We'll get to that later. Um, he knocks on the door and uh Holmes answers, Gene Wilder answers, and he says, "Are you, Siggy, you know, um, what is it, Holmes?" And he says, "Yes." It's like, "Do you have a brother named Sherlock?" And he says, "No." And he goes, "But you have a brother." He goes, "Yes." So what is his name? It's like sheer luck. So I never even thought about that, like to call Sherlock sheer luck. But that was pretty funny. And that cracked me up a little bit. It kind of reminded me of like um, how do you pronounce the name in Frankenstein, It's like, you're putting me on. Like I felt like that scene was coming back in a way, but they didn't go the whole way on it, which is good because I wouldn't want them to exactly copy it, but they did sort of do that scene again. So that was good. Um, there's going to be probably a lot of spoilers in this, so if you haven't seen it, I do recommend seeing it. I got the Kino Lorber copy of it. You can find it probably for cheap on eBay, somewhat cheap on eBay. Or you can get it, I think, through Kino Lorber themselves, unless they're not selling it anymore. But yeah, I thought there was a few really good scenes. The singing and dancing stuff I didn't really care for, except for the bunny one, the bunny hop one or whatever. But that was pretty funny, but I didn't want to. They did twice, or maybe three times. I don't remember, but I think there was only did twice, and I didn't like it the last time. Like I just thought, oh, they're doing that again. That was fun in the beginning, but like I don't need to see it again at the end. Um, and My favorite scenes were like there's a scene in a stagecoach where two other coaches are coming, and they're coming to basically go the same area, I guess, and follow them or whatever. So they're kind of side by side. So he's fighting the people at the stagecoach drivers and stuff, and he's fighting one, and he wins that one, and then he's going against the second one. He wins that one, and then the guy on the stagecoach he fights, and the best part, like, because at first I was like, oh, this is okay, this is interesting, but it really gets really awesome when the one guy ends up grabbing a hand and like this big huge hand, and he puts it on, and he starts trying to hit was it Siggy with it, and then then Siggy finds a foot, and they start fighting each other with the hand and foot. And I don't know. I just, for some reason, that just cracked me up. I don't know why. It seems so silly that I, you know, I was happy. And then, the other one I liked is I did like the Saul bit. There's this huge Saul that kind of they that him and Marty Feldman had to kind of suck in their gut and inhale and then wait till the Saul was gone and then exhale and they were fine. Um, but then like I don't know, it got very confusing. Like I don't even maybe I missed it, but I don't even know what was important about the documents. I don't even know if we were supposed to know. Like it felt like a MacGuffin, like maybe we weren't supposed to know. It didn't really matter. But I was kind of bummed out about that. I didn't really care about the like about the case and stuff. And the whole idea was that Sherlock Holmes was supposed to do this case, and then he um gave it, he kind of basically gave it to a patsy, which was his younger brother. He thought, I'll just give it to him. It won't matter um if he does it. And Sherlock and Watson and all that stuff talking about it. And I don't know, wasn't I don't know, I wasn't really that into the stuff. I thought it was an okay movie, and I'm actually more interested in hearing the commentary. There's audio commentary with Gene Wilder on here, but the rest of it is just trailers and stuff. One for this and one for like Haunted Honeymoon, I think, and I think that's a Kino Lorber one too. Um, so I don't know. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like terrible. It's not like the worst movie I've ever seen, but it wasn't. It was sort of boring. I was expecting. I guess I was expecting Young Frankenstein. I was expecting something really, really funny, and instead, I don't know. Just kind of got kind of bored by it at times. Like it wasn't one of those movies that I think, especially today, that a lot of like younger people would like. Um, Now I will say that I loved all of the Mel Brooks alumni. There was, Madeline Kahn, and then there was Marty Feldman, Dom DeLuise. Tom DeLuise's character was so silly that it almost felt just weird to be in the movie. He was just so silly. Marty Feldman had a big, great bit where apparently, if he has to say something and then he gets interrupted, he has to like slap his face, smack his face, and and so that stuff was kind of funny. I thought that was kind of cute. And then at one point he kind of got like, and in a way he got he was buffering, before there was this thing called buffering. It's like this is, and then um Gene Wilder smacked him in the head, and he knew exactly, he finished what he was having to say. It was kind of funny. The main girl played by Madeline Kahn, she was I mean, I just love seeing Madeline Kahn. Her character was a liar, a constant liar, like, I mean, to the point where I don't think anything she said was true, like pretty much. I mean, it was so weird. Um, but yeah, that was the point. He knew she was the liar, so he called her out on being a liar, and then she would lie about the next, like when he would say, "Give me the truth." She's like, "Okay, here's the truth," and she'd still tell another lie. And so it got so weird. Like, I don't know why he believed her at all at any time. It was so weird. Um, but anyway, it like I said, it was an okay film. I think the commentary will be more fun. I think Gene Wilder will probably go more into detail on what he did to make the movie, which I find more interesting probably. Um, but aside from that, I'm not, I don't know. I don't know if I'd really want to watch this again. Um, I would love to keep it because it's a Jane, it's one of Jane Wilder's. It's like his first. Now it had a budget of $2,805,000. Um, the box office ended up being $20 million. Why does it say here? Oh, and it earned $9.4 million in rentals. So it basically made $29 million. So this was not a flop or anything. This was a pretty big success. And that's pretty cool, that that happened. Unfortunately, it sort of became a movie that fell by the wayside. Not many people I didn't hear of it until I was looking through the Kino Lorber site and I saw it and it's like, oh, Gene Wilder directed and starred and all the, like the cast got me and everything. But there's a reason like people really don't know this movie and it's because it's just not the greatest. Like I was expecting a movie that was so much better than it was. Um, like I said, those few scenes in there didn't really make up for um the rest of it. A lot of it's slow. The jokes are, you know, the jokes feel like jokes sometimes, and that's the problem. Like they feel like gags that they just threw in there, and it it should have been better. And that I think is the problem. Like it should have been so much better. Like I was very sort of disappointed by it. Like I feel like it should have been a better movie than it was. But unfortunately, what can you do? You know, you can't make this movie be any better than it is, like or whatever. Like once it's done, it's done. And I think they tried to make something that they thought would be hilarious and it didn't really work. Um, it was funny because like I read also, I think I read that uh Wilder began writing the screenplay as production was wrapping on Young Frankenstein. So he already wrote Young Frankenstein or co-wrote maybe. And then he made this and I mean he wrote and directed this. This is a Gene Wilder film. And I like that, but I just I don't know. And I was kind of disappointed because it says his smarter brother. I don't know if that was supposed to be a joke on the title or whatever, but he really didn't seem that much smarter than anything. He seemed like it should have been the adventure of Sherlock Holmes's jealous brother, you know. I think that still would have been a funny title. I think Smarter Brother and made me think he was like this big nerd guy who knew everything and whatnot and but would get himself into some trouble. And instead, he didn't really seem to be that much smarter than like the Sherlock Holmes that we see. In fact, I think Sherlock does the cases a lot quicker, a lot better, a lot, I don't know. So, so yeah, so we had Gene Wilder and then we had Marty Feldman as his basically as his Watson. Sorry, I'm doing this late at night. I just finished this and it's like midnight. So I'm a little tired, but I'm happy because I got to get this done for you guys for Monday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, I don't know. If you guys liked the movie, if you thought this was the funniest movie in the world and I am completely wrong and this is funnier than Young Frankenstein, I dare somebody say that. I would definitely disagree with that. But I haven't seen his other three other films I think he did. I don't know if he did more than that, but I didn't see those that he directed. So I want to see Haunted Honeymoon and the red shoes and some other stuff. So, um, anywho, I hope you guys like this. Let me know what you guys think. Were you guys fans of the movie? Were you guys not fans of the movie? Let me know. If you have seen the movie, and I didn't spoil it completely. I didn't tell you what exactly happened or whatever, but I did spoil a few things. So, just go in, try to forget what I said, and watch it yourself. Do I recommend this movie? I'm not sure. I recommend it if you're a Gene Wilder fan. Like if you're a fan of all Gene Wilder and you just want to see his stuff, I'd be a fan. When I recommend buying it, I don't know. I think so because it has the commentary track on the Kino. I'd probably recommend that. Because I think even if the movie sucks, at least the um commentary might be more fun and entertaining and informative. I'm hoping. So, but I'm not gonna check that out till later. So, hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you later. Bye.